take a look at the headlines first. Non-Manipuri manual laborer shot dead at Liferock Pump. Sambit Patra and RK Imo arrived at Imphal. And India records 11,466 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV English News. This is UTPALA. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. A non-Manipuri manual laborer was shot dead last night at around 11:30 p.m. The incident took place at a temporary hut in Liferock Pump under the jurisdiction of Wangoi Police Station. The victim was a construction worker of the Bailey Bridge, which is located around the area adjacent to Imphal West District and Thobal District. Some unknown miscreants attacked the workers' temporary hut during the night, resulting in the death of one of the workers. The deceased was identified as Muhammad Rejul Islam, 25 years old and son of Muhammad Ajman Ali, a resident of Morigao District, Assam. The victim was unable to sustain the injury and was pronounced dead after he was admitted to Raj Medicity. A 9mm empty case was recovered from the scene of crime. A case has been registered at Wangoi Police Station to investigate into the incident. Imphal West Police team led by SP Dr. S. Ipomcha and Thobal District Police officers arrived at the place of incident to closely investigate into the matter. Speaking to media persons, Liberal Club Liferock Pump former Secretary Khoisnam Arun said that the incident was indeed unfortunate and appealed for non-repetition of such incidents in the future. He appealed for a clarification from those involved in the crime within 3 days, or the locals will start various forms of protests. He further appealed the government and concerned authority to look into the matter.
Thongsi karigumba atuba matamda saba loidragadi hayeng nong churukpa matamda koi compulsory koi river bank si nagyet animaki oina loinamak kaiba haibasimadi soidraba wafamni maramaduna aikogi sinmi matam sadana laikhidaba asigidamakta jo aikoi thamoi sona nungaitaba phongdukchari loinana aikogi paliba sarkar aikogi lairiba kendra asida kariba aikogi MLA masina pungning chingsinduna aikogi mihat asida chenariba sing asibusu khangdoknaba Honabiu, Atuba Matamda Loina Aikogi Thong Asibusu Masina Pungning Singshinduna Aikogi Mihat Asida Sienari Basing Asibusu Kangdoknaba Honabiu, Atuba Matamda Loina Aikogi Thong Asibusu by any means Toduna Atian Matamda Saba Prajagi Kalagas Haba Loishanana Bagidamaktazu Akoi Lefakam Awang Lekai the Ladyba Akoi Club Amadi Marapaibi Amadi Praja section Kayagi Maikaidagi Nolokna Kanganzari.
BJP National Spokesperson Sambit Patra and RK Imo arrived at Imphal today. It may be mentioned that Sagolban Assembly Constituency MLA RK Imo and Saikul Assembly Constituency MLA Yamthong Haukip were felicitated by BJP National President JP Nadda at BJP National Party Office, Delhi on November 8th. On his arrival, a felicitation-cum-reception program was organized by the Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee at Sagolban Bijoy Govinda Mamanglekai. Speaking on the occasion, former Congress MLA RK Imo talked on the various developments and upliftments that are being witnessed under the Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led BJP government in the country. He continued that the relationship between the hill and valley regions of the state are also strengthened by the different projects and schemes taken up by the BJP government. He added that the works of the BJP leaders encourage the members of the other political parties to join the BJP party. He further expressed his belief that the other political parties will soon join the BJP party.
जनता पार्टी द लेबगा अखोई इलेक्शन कागनी और कारोय हाबगी अखोई ngasi changsan banate mayamna nungsibidana RK moda nungsibidna bot si soida mai pan begani haibagi handi khoi bi lepna raga leirabani akoi na hujik honari sidi lakadong term sida akoi ga yauna Bharatiya Janata Party gi mapum bhaba full majority oiba madugumba government ama Shri N Biren Singh yadugumba sarkar ama halakpada akoi yauraga Manipur sida achekpa peace leiba hill valley divide leitaba stable loiba develop toba ngamba madugumba government ama porakpada achauba adagi mango noinaba daitama go loinana akoi mayam gi marakta Manipur gi mapam gudi makta chatlaga akoi achauba daitama go loinana akoi yawmina si haidana adugi achekpada akoi lakmina bani haida is mind thamjage.
Regional Saras Fair 2021 organized by Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission, Department of Manipur from November 1st to 10th held its closing ceremony. MSRLM Mission Director Robita said that more than 130 stalls took part in the fair and items had higher sales than any of the previous years. She further assured that Saras Fair will include stalls from other states. "44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector ARIGR East organized a 3-day Krida Utsav starting from 9 to 11 November 2021 in Azoiram village of Tausem subdivision as part of 75 years of independence celebration as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Fit India. The event is aimed at promoting physical, mental and psychological well-being as part of Fit India mission. Young students, including girls from nearby villages of Azoiram, Namtiram and Saramba, would be competing in various athletic disciplines over the next 3 days. The unit has already prepared the playground and provisioned equipment, refreshments and medical aid required for the conduct of the athletic sports meet. The event started on 9th November 2021 at Azoiram and was inaugurated by Company Commander of Azoiram Post and Commandant 44 Assam Rifles joined the participants through video conference. Speaking on the occasion, Commandant highlighted the pivotal role sports play in shaping the future generation and the society. Intending candidate of Tongju Assembly constituency, Seram Niken, today hosted Congress workers' meet at his residence. The meet was participated by around 250 Congress lovers in Tongju Assembly constituency and it was chaired by President of Imphal East District Congress Committee N. Ajit Singh. During his speech, Seram Niken, who is also Zilla Parishad member of Ochekon Nongchup, appealed to all Congress workers of the constituency to work towards strengthening the party at grassroots levels. Praising the contributions of the Congress party in the making of Indian nation and also in the development of the country since independence, Seram Niken expressed concern over the non-performance of incumbent MLA and minister in the constituency. Only the Congress party will be able to solve the issues concerning the development of Manipur, especially Tongju Assembly constituency, he said. Stressing the need for a good moral character of elected representatives, Niken criticized political leaders with criminal charges and also with questionable moral behavior. He requested all Congress workers to fight against prevailing rampant corruption and immorality in the leadership of political leaders. Uribok Assembly constituency intending candidate Laishram Meena Banta organized Ningol Chakoba at his residence. Kuki NP Imphal President Mangcha Haukip, CS Khongsai, BJP Manipur ST Morcha Vice President Darlene Maui Himar, UCM Community Affairs Secretary Lalpu Aimol, BJP Manipur Pradesh State Secretary Paukham Ahokip, Sugnu Assembly constituency intending candidate Muktasana Amuko, former President Yangsho Sokoring and other prominent leaders attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Mangcha Haukip talked on the contribution of Meena Banta in strengthening the relationship between the hills and valley people of the state. He further appealed to the people to support the intending candidate in the upcoming election.
Unite already Mina today. Say today, I call you Lining Matamamico. Mapana say Mamon Konala to the Halaga, Pujimata to the Namdabunda. I go to Might already Mapandagi, Manipur Kai in Haina Laur of Suyaroi, Manung Imizan already in Pandagi tribal Mahita, Tokini Hirasu, इचिना मयाम चादरदि कनाना ताथोक
On the other hand, BJP intending candidate Laishram Meena Banta talked about his contribution towards student organization. He continued that he was never able to take part in the auspicious Ningol Chakoba celebration in the recent past while faithfully serving the BJP party. However, he added that this time he participated in the Ningol Chakoba festival and he himself organized it to show his contentment in joining the BJP party. He further assured the people that he will take up various developmental projects for the constituency in the future and appealed for his support in the upcoming 2022 general election.
2000 plus voter yaubne tribal community ki sigum baisin now singsi ja ngasi gi ningol chakaw ga mai lena na ai kumba salise singsibu ai koi amatoi bagi pandam da musi chana bagi no da wakalon da sumaina chakaw si ningol community ningol chakaw ji sinjabani musi chana ba agi amatoi bagi one is one family ni habi wakalon sandung bagi pandam da पांथोपनी अदगी नुपा थबक फंगुद्रब मैम सिगी सेंट्रल लंबी हेन फगनबगी सिगुम इकोनॉमी रिसोर्स ता मयोन थंबा थबक थोरम मैम दा मंगिन थारकांदा उलिपोक्सी मतिक मयाई मंगाल लेबा अंदम अम ओइननबा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी मो ओइननबा वनगनी लोइनना मणिपुर की मागी लैमिनरी बेसिन नाउसिंग तोंगान तोंगानबा मैम दुसु याउना आई लाइक फदन कारगदी थबक तवा मयोन थबजरी हैबा फंग
Spokesperson of Manipur State Congress Committee KH Devrabarta countered the claim made by Chief Minister N. Biren earlier of non-allowance of switching political party affiliation before the upcoming election, calling it baseless and without any foundation to it because the Chief Minister went against his own words. He made the statement during a press conference held at the office of Congress Bhavan. He said it is unjustified for a serving MLA to join a different political party without resigning from his post, and it violates the 10th schedule of the Constitution. He made the reference to the Congress MLA R.K. Imo and Yamthong Haukip, who recently quit the Congress party and joined the BJP while still acting as Congress MLA, stating it is a wrong move and urged the State Assembly to closely observe the situation. He also warned that the MPCC will take action against such unlawful activity. He added the BJP is an unwanted political party in West Bengal and many other states.
Election की फॉलो कर लाखतम तक नायरे को पाऊदा असम चीफ मिनिस्टर अरांग सुथों चुनी तो विद कल्चर दो अदुगी मतम नत्रे हारिंग नहाना दिल्ली दा एमएलए अनि कोई कांग्रेस पार्टी की चक्रे हाइदना कोई वाळु जब नत कोई वाळु जरिबसी लो सेमने हाइदना एमएलए काबिरबा योइसिंगना लो बु थुगाइदुना संविधान बु थुगाइदुना तौरिबा से देबाकी बुचिबा म ओइदिरगा सुमाइना आइबिबसे मसीगी वाहन थोक्सी करिनो आइना कांग्रेस पार्टी ना हंजरिबनी एमएलए अनिना बीजेपी दे यावबी दा कुछ काइबे लेते उदबु संविधान की मतुंगिना डिजाइन तो बिरमगा असेंबली दा मसाई पुंग बारो के द्वारा कोई असेंबली सेक्रेटरी दा फोन करगा हमदा एमएलए अनिमा एमएलए ओइबदी की डिजाइन तो किचे रिजेक्शन लेटर हमदे हाइदना कोई जो सेंडोक पिरे ऑपरेशन लीडर ओइबदी को ऑफिस तसो Everyone noticing the resignation, noticing Lapra, so who is a Puma Kaida, Lapri, who's about your home, but they might come today. The very dinner chamber say, I'm fine at chamber.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
India ki ahanba National Awardee Government of India na piba Silver Dew. Makhal suna lejare half liter, 750 ml, 1 liter, 2 liter, 5 liter and 20 liter jar. As an distributor amadi akupa marol Loktak Industry, Industrial State, Takiel da contact you.
Siri Siri Gaurachandraya Nama Purbasramda Aikoi Kwaibu Nau Konbirambe Thiam Rasi Devina Magi Nungsizaraba Imung Manu Sagai Natayamadi Marup Mapang Kwai Kibik Putadok Lamlaga Haukiba November Gitang Ama Meragi Kuntaruk Nipanba Ningthaukawa Namita Sri Guru Gi Kripa Dagi Be Solaga Radhika Dasi Haibanam Phangzaduna Brindaban Prapti Oikre lakliba tang taramari hiyangai tarani panba nongmaijing numita laikhidrabigi chira usob din thokle namida sida laikhidrabigi atma santi kidamag ngamjaba basu kharadang hari sankritan galoinana Sri Sri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhugi agrahada kachagadauri Upalakya sida Brahman Vaishnav Ahallaman amadi marumapang khwai khibikna matam chana lingbirakna harinam sravan tawbiranaba ELITETV gi kuthangda pauzen jari thauram pareng ayuk pung nipan bekatpa ayuk pung 13 makhai sankritan hoba Benetgan Mega Chandra Thiam machanupa Rebecca Thiam ungbi mamongnupi amadi imung manung sing thangmaiban hizam lekai Imphal
Rohan Film Cyclists and Philanthropists na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makhada khunai asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli Reading E-Right na paikhatchariba One Household, One E-Scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mating pangminas
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chashin tawriba jaga singsi khutna lamba pumba jaga da ngakto maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijare environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner E-Scooter One Household, One E-Scooter. High-level campaign asida mayam khudingmaksu sharuk yamjasa.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangay Pronintem Call, Moirang Patlaw or Thabal Athokpam. And do visit our website arambay2020.com or arambay2020 app.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. A 5-day workshop organized at DM College of Teacher Education Imphal to introduce Choice-Based Credit System (CBCS) and Learning Outcome Curriculum Framework (LOCF) for the implementation of National Education Policy (NEP) 2020 under the auspices of State Project Director RUSA Manipur. The workshop program kicked off from November 13 with the collaboration of Directorate of University and Higher Education and DM College of Teacher Education Imphal and GP Women's College. Speaking on the occasion, Education Minister Rajan said that the education system will be brought about a drastic change with the coming of NEP 2020 as the policy contains vocational education. He appealed to the teachers to fulfill the content of the policy. A.K. Surodini Devi, Principal DM College of Teacher Education Imphal, Director University and Higher Education Dr. Ranjita Bali, Wycombe, Dr. Rajkumari Tamfasana, Principal GP Women's College were the main guests of the event. The workshop program was attended by government colleges teachers. A Sumang Lila Irai Baggidamak will be showcased on the last day of the workshop for a better understanding on NEP.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯍꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯃꯣꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯑꯧꯔꯪꯒꯖꯦꯕꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯑꯂꯦꯛꯖꯦꯟꯗꯔꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯄꯨ ꯁꯨꯜꯇꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯎꯔꯦꯕ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯔꯤꯀꯨꯂꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯁꯦꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯧ
Palempantho Masaigol of Wangjing Sorokhaibam Lekai Thobal organized a Ningol Chakoba festival distributing gifts to older women as part of the Ningol Chakoba festival. The main guests at the event were President of Masaigol Yumnam Mahendra Kumar, Secretary of Social Reforms Reorganization Thobal District Sobita Maibam, MD of Saina Institute of Medical Sciences, also Secretary Dr. S. Kumar and Doctor of Social Service with specialization in humanity Nongmaithem Rojit. As part of the occasion, the elderly women were feasted and presented with gifts to mark the beautiful festival. 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector Assam Rifles IGR East organized a 3 days Kirida Utsav starting from 9 to 11 November 2021 in Azoiram village of Tausim subdivision as part of 75 years of independence celebration as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Fit India movement. The event is organized as Jan Bhagidari celebrations with an aim of promoting physical, mental and psychological well-being as part of Fit India mission. Young students including girls from nearby villages of Azoiram, Namtiram and Saramba would be at Azoiram Primary School playground with national anthem being sung by locals and unit Jawans in the backdrop of flowing Barak River water. Krida Utsav was inaugurated by Company Commander of Aziram Post and Commandant 44 Assam Rifles joined the participants through video conference. Supreme Court observes that Governor is acting on government's behalf to pass an order of 12 MLAs disqualification case on Thursday. Supreme Court to pass the final order of 12 PS disqualification case on Office of Prophet on Thursday. Supreme Court heard the disqualification case of parliamentary secretaries on Office of Prophet in 3 different timings. The first hearing had 18 minutes of arguments from Kapil Sibal and Rajiv Dhawan. The second hearing took place just before lunch break, which was followed by directions being passed just after lunch by 2 p.m. Kapil Sibal argued that the government is not cooperating and governor is sitting on the file for a long time. The constitutional functionaries like governor are not obliged not to convey the ECI's opinions. Rajiv Dhawan argued against Kapil Sibal by quoting Article 192(2) of the Constitution of India. In the Court of 3 Judges bench, the Supreme Court directed Election Commission of India to place a copy of its opinion submitted by it to Governor already before the court, Secretary to Governor to place a decision of the Governor in pursuance of the opinion. Notice to Secretary to Governor of Manipur be served by mail. The matter is to be placed on Thursday, 11th of November 2021. The court instructed that SGI to be present on Thursday as the court would be passing an order on that day. The court told that the Secretary to Governor must be informed that the matter will be taken up on Thursday. Supreme Court observed that Governor is acting on behalf of the government. 3 judges bench observed that to pass an order, the respondents need to be present. SGI Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, was absent. The government has appointed Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar as the next Chief of the Naval Staff. He is presently the Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command. The present Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh is retiring from service on 30th of this month. Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar was commissioned on 1st January 1983 into the executive branch of the Indian Navy. Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar's Sea Command includes INS Nishank, Missile Corvette, INS Kora, and Guided Missile Destroyer INS Ranveer. He also commanded Indian Navy's aircraft carrier INS Virat. He served as Fleet Operations Officer of the Western Fleet. Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar has been decorated with the Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, and Vishisht Seva Medal. India recorded 11,466 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, 13.2% higher than yesterday. As many as 460 deaths were reported in the country in the last 24 hours, increasing the total death count to 4,61,849. The daily rise in the new corona infection has been below 20,000 for 33 straight days. Less than 50,000 daily new cases have been reported for 136 consecutive days now. The tally of active cases has declined to 0.41% of the total infections, the lowest since March 2020. While the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.25%, the highest since March 2021, the ministry said. A decrease of 955 cases was recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours, the data showed. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 0.90%. This has been less than 2% for 37 days. India has administered over 109 crore COVID vaccine doses to the eligible population. It's time for another short break. See you right back.
Tamo, kaya lo sandribo. As karangana sa siya na harago.
Kaya no sibo, kaya siya pinay sibo.
Hima, COVID ki vaccine kap thok siya na ngana du phas na hai ni dudi.
Ay haksang ka stok de. Ay kapo. Note, haksang ka stok do ba inguni da kapa kay kada no. Ay kapo hai sin.
Tamo. Narak dringai dana isana hana sexual hona phatro kap thok puna phatta braba
ho yare section mana dum ka puro ai ka po
as khangdre da kamai ngana dono khangdre phare adu de chalu khige pungo mamai da ka puge ko papa ga leramo
COVID-19 laisat asigi ngak thok nabagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapana laisat asig mari lena ba laina laisat singdagi ngak thok sabangami masida natana laisat asina sanghan nabagi damak matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kakon sing aikhoi ngak na satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to piduna adom su suksoi soidna vaccine asi kap thok piu COVID ki vaccine kap thok tuna COVID laitaba iram dam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kap le se aikhoi vaccine kap le se aikhoi vaccine kap le se hani ki punchi sau khat khong thang hanjil le si jati ni jati khai den corona lang chang thekne re se corona lang chang thekne re se aikhoi vaccine kap le se corona di ngam le se punchi sau khat mai kai da
Asingmune aikhoi pun vaccine kap thokuna corona de ngak thokuna hani punsibu hanjano hanabada adon sorok yabi
Welcome back. Let's continue with the updates. Kanpur has crossed the 100 mark with 16 more cases of Zika virus being reported. The fresh tally of 106 cases includes 9 men and 7 women, including 2 in advanced stage of pregnancy from the Zika epicenter of Chakeri area and 1 patient who tested positive on Saturday from the neighboring Kannauj district. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Nepal Singh said that the 16 new patients are residents of Harjinder Nagar, Pokharpur, Tiwaripur, Bagya and Kazikera localities in the Chakeri area. The infected persons have no severe symptoms. All have been kept in home isolation. About 100 teams have been deployed in the city for source reduction and 15 teams for home sampling and sampling. The CMO stated an additional 15 rapid response teams, RT, have been engaged to check the spread of Zika virus. Officials said most of the patients are asymptomatic. Door-to-door survey and sampling of symptomatic people is being done. Instructions have been given for sampling of pregnant women, particularly those in the affected areas. Also, radiology centers have been alerted. If there is any problem in the development of the fetus, information should be given to the control room immediately. The World Health Organization reported Wednesday that coronavirus deaths rose by 10% in Europe in the past week, making it the only world region where both COVID-19 cases and deaths are steadily increasing. It was the 6th consecutive week that the virus has risen across the continent. In its weekly report on the pandemic, the UN Health Agency said there are about 3.1 million new cases globally, about a 1% increase from the previous week. Nearly 2/3 of the coronavirus infections, 1.9 million, were in Europe, where cases rose by 7%. The countries with the highest number of new cases worldwide were the United States, Russia, Britain, Turkey, and Germany. The number of weekly COVID-19 deaths fell by about 4% worldwide and declined in every region except Europe. Out of the 61 countries, WHO includes in its European region, which includes Russia and stretches to Central Asia, 42% reported a jump in cases of at least 10% in the last week. In the Americas, WHO said that the new weekly cases fell by 5% and deaths declined by 14%, with the highest numbers reported from the United States. The rupee tumbled by 32 paise to end at 74.37 against the US currency on Wednesday, weighed down by a muted trend in domestic equities and strength of the American currency in the overseas market. At the interbank foreign exchange market, the local currency opened at 74.11 and witnessed a high of 74.06 and a low of 74.42 against the US dollar in the day trade. The local unit finally settled at 74.37 a dollar, down 32 per paise over its previous close. On Tuesday, the rupee had settled at 74.05 against the US dollar. Mumbai police cyber cell arrested a man from Hyderabad for giving online rape threats to Virat Kohli's 9-month-old daughter. He has been identified as 23-year-old Ramnagesh Alibatini and he's being brought to Mumbai, police said. The man had given rape threats after Kohli supported Mohammad Shami, who was being abused online after loss against Pakistan in T20 World Cup 2021. A non-bailable warrant has been issued against former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh in connection with an extortion case registered against him. This is the third non-bailable warrant issued against Singh. This warrant is in connection with the case registered at Marine Drive Police Station, in which the state CID had arrested Police Inspector Nand Kumar Gopale and Asha Korke. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Non-Manipuri manual labor shot dead at Laifrakpam. Sambit Patra and RK Imo arrived at Imphal. And India records 11,466 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. That's all for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV. Stay safe and have a great evening.